Hey y'all, Shayla from Making Lemonade from Lemons, and today I'm going to show you one of the things that we do with our canned pork. And we're going to make pork Chile Verde. So I'm going to turn you around and we are going to show you how we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we get started. We have 2 jars of their pints, so it would be a quart of the salsa verde, and then I have 3 pints of this is canned Boston butt, and we're going to remove the fat and just use the chunks of meat and the liquid that's down in there. We also have some bouillon because I ran out of other broth, and this is just not enough that's in there. It's not enough, so I will add some extra. And then we have these, which are Pueblo hot chilies. They're Marisol peppers, and they have been roasted, cleaned and rinsed and chopped up. So we're going to use some of those. We're not going to use all those. We're probably going to use about a cup, or no, I take that back. That's probably a cup. So probably about half of it. So about half of a cup. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this started, and we're going to remove the fat. I'm not going to stand here while we do that and video it while we do that. So we're going to do that, and then we'll be back. Okay, so what we did was we went ahead and we got most of the fat out. There's a little bit in there. You can't get all of it, and that's fine because you need a little bit of it whenever you're cooking it anyways, because it calls for butter, which we're not going to add. So the little bit of fat is fine. So we're going to go ahead and add the chilies, and then we're going to add the 2 jars of the salsa verde. And then we're going to take that, and we're going to do a tablespoon of the bouillon.
Doesn't matter which kind. Yeah.
We're using chicken bouillon. You can use vegetable. I guess you could use beef. It depends on, on your taste preferences.
It doesn't matter.
And we just prefer the powdered ones. I actually like the Better Than Bouillon. That's the one I like. We don't have any of that right now, so I'm using that one. And then go ahead and fill up 2 jars of water, and we're gonna and pour that in. Okay, so just pour that in. Pour that in, and now go ahead and get a big spoon, a wooden spoon, please. Okay, and then just gonna stir it up, and then we're gonna set this on the stove, and we're gonna let it come to a boil, and then we're going to let it cook for probably about an hour. Once that's done, we'll put some, we'll taste it to make sure the seasonings are enough, because I didn't add any additional salt because there was some in the canned pork as well as some in the salsa. So we'll see whether or not that it needs extra seasoning, and if it does, we'll add it. And then we will put in some cornstarch. Make a slurry with the cornstarch to actually thicken it up. So we're going to get this on the stove, and we'll bring you back whenever it is bubbling. And actually, while the green chili is cooking, I'm going to work on homemade tortillas. And I will not claim to be an expert on homemade tortillas. But we do like them. They taste really good. they are not ever round. If you want to see how I do them, then just comment below. Let me know if you really want to see how I make our tortillas. I try to do this once in a while for my husband because my husband is from Colorado and he really misses the green chili there. And I know that my green chili is not like everybody else's green chili there. I have used a recipe that is pretty good. We enjoy it. But it's just not exactly like everybody else's, but it's really good. So like I said, I'm gonna get busy here working on the tortillas, and I'll show you what everything looks like whenever we are done. Okay, so that's what it ends up looking like, and let me get you a little bit better. See, it's a stew. It's basically like a stew, and it's really good. The only ingredient I put in that I didn't tell you before was that I added a can of beer. And not everybody wants to do that, and that's fine, but that's how we normally make it. And we've got, thank you. So that's what it ends up looking like, and so we are going to go ahead and start eating. And thank you so much for spending time with us, and we'll see you soon.